Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC. I got a Kansept knife to check out today. I can't wait to get into this one. So, all right, this is the Kansept Odd-21. Not really sure why it's named that, but it's pretty stinking cool. So I saw this knife in the past round, and I was like, yeah, I'm interested. Number one, just the basic overall aesthetics is why I choose it. I like to pick something just a little bit different, and this kind of, kind of meets all those needs. So what do we have? This is the Kansept Odd. We have the nice titanium with the tiger anodized finish on it, done very well. It's a very attractive finish. I like the backspacer, how it's a little bit different. The anodizing on the titanium doesn't go over the scales, so it's only on the one side of the scale. And they brought it over onto the back side and onto the titanium milled clip, which is done very well. The clip is very nice. It fits in the pocket very well. It just slides right in and it keeps it secure. They did a really good job with it. I personally like all of the little speed holes that they put and then the pattern that they put it in. It's interesting when I did the unboxing that people were like, oh, I had a couple comments where they were like, I hate the holes. And I don't know, I kind of like the speed holes, and that was probably one of the reasons that I decided to check this one out. On my unboxing, I made a comment about the bronze or the brass hardware, and like the hardware for the steel liner lock or the insert, and all of the hardware, or at least the one screw, is that color, but then the pivot is not. It's kind of silly. You should have just ran with it and put that color into the pivot as well. It's either, I kind of feel like it's like, okay, do one finish and then stick with it. So I don't know, just my opinion on that one. But yeah, really, really interesting knife. It does have some weight to it. I forgot what the weight was. Hold on, let me see if they have that listed. I don't see it listed, which is probably why I forgot. So let me grab my scale, which is right here. Let's see how much this thing weighs. It does have some weight to it. The inside of this, it is a frame lock, but on the inside, and I'll flip the blade out here in a second so you guys can see it. Okay, we're at 0. I don't know if you guys can see that. We're at 4.9 ounces, so we're almost at 5 ounces. I guess that's not too bad. It just feels kind of heavy, but and there you have that nice drop point blade in Damascus. One cool thing about the Damascus that Kansept is using, the Damascus is actually a stainless Damascus made up of 9CR and 440C. So that's kind of interesting that it's actually a stainless Damascus and not a carbon steel Damascus. And it is very attractive. You have a fairly tall blade, and it gets fairly thin. So they have that nice swedge at the top that comes all the way back. And it kind of thins out the spine of the blade, and this comes down to a really thin edge as well. Again, this is from the pass around, and I feel like it's been well used. It probably could use a nice sharpening, but it's not something I'm going to be able to really do because it is in the pass around group. The titanium on this is contoured, so you can see that curve right there. It is contoured, which makes it comfortable in the hand. And again, this area hugs my finger very well. They do have the milling done right in this area and in this area, and it does fit the finger very well. Yep, your thumb gets right there on top of the blade and you're ready to go. I do get 4 fingers on that handle, and yeah, it feels very good. The clip is not in the way, and overall, it's a really great package. The lock bar has great access to it. There's no champering or anything in that area. So you just, well, I guess there is a little bit. Never mind. You can see how they cut it out right in here. Let me see. You can see right in there and right in there. So they did chamfer it a little bit. You can get your thumb in there. It's a little tight, but no problems. I have some issues with the flipper. Of course, now I'm nailing it, but I failed this thing several times the other day just playing with it. You really have to light switch it. You can't just push it. You actually have to light switch that flipper. But I will say, and I'm not a big fan of front flippers, but man, they have that front flipper tuned very well. I don't know if it's the geometry on that flipper than anything else, but the front flipper is much easier actually to do than the other one. And oh, come on. Oh man, I failed. I did it the other day. Come on. You can reverse flick it if you can get your finger way down here on the blade, and you get enough grip on your finger. Oh, come on. I'm making a fool out of myself now. There we go. I did it perfect the other day, and with a lot of wrist, you can get it to go. But the only reason I did that, I really have no idea why I did that, but the front flipper is tuned very well. The geometry on that is good, and there you go. See, the flipper, you really have to light switch it to get it to go. But overall, you know, the Odd, I don't know why they call things the way that they call things, but I find it very attractive. I love the holes. There is no weight removal. Basically, all the holes is the weight removal on the inside of that knife. So take that. It does have it is a frame lock with the steel insert in there, so that's nice that they did that. And the acoustics are very nice on this thing as well. Let's look at some measurements. Listed overall, it is 7.44 inches. Oh, let's turn it around. So, yep, just under 7.5. And the blade length is 3.08. So just a tad over 3 inches. And that is basically to the front of this scale. So you're talking the front of that scale being the 3.08. Let's look at some size comparisons real quick. We have that and the Rat 2. Obviously, the Rat 2 is a little bit shorter overall and a much different profile. And then we have the Civivi Elementum, which were in the same boat, much different profile, and obviously a little bit smaller than the Odd-21 from Kansept. And finally, let's look at that versus my Para 3. Now we're getting into the territory. The Odd is just a little bit longer overall than the Para 3. Just the blade length is a little bit longer, but the handle is almost about the same. And the height of these two is actually very similar. So you guys can look at that. So overall, the Kansept Odd, really, really cool blade. Probably could use some oil or maybe just some tuning, and you could probably get that to work a little bit better. But man, hit my mat. Front flipper is good. I'm just failing all over the place today, but really cool blade, and something that maybe you'll consider. I was doing so well, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. I guess I worked the lubricant out of it. I have not done anything to this blade physically since it came in from the pass round. I'm sure if I added a little pivot lube or something, it might loosen that up a little bit. I didn't look at the centering on it. Maybe, no, it's dead center. So I guess you just got to use a little bit of wrist. So right now, This, let's see, is available at the U.S. warehouse. So 3 to 7 days shipping, tariff free. And the price on this one, as it sits right here, is $200, $199.89, which is pretty good. You're getting full titanium with all the nice holes, the nice stainless Damascus. I mean, yeah, it's pretty stinking cool. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think you guys might like this option. Let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is always yours.